Hello, welcome to Horror Monster Collectibles, where today we are going to be taking a look at this Prime 1 Studio quarter scale Sauron exclusive statue from Lord of the Rings. There was about 1,000 of the EX done and about 500 of the regular. The exclusive came with the life-size finger with the ring on it. This guy is utterly massive. He is about 43 inches tall. And the base is about 27 inches by 28 inches. So this isn't like a typical review that I do. I went ahead and assembled this guy in the collection room because I didn't want to move him around too much. He's just too big. So there are assembly videos out there. I just kind of wanted to do my brief review of this dude. He is fantastic and utterly massive. Take a look. Start with the head sculpt. And I mean, this is a fantastic piece, and it's just, again, I say it's massive, but I don't know if it's really translating too well. Here's my hand, so you can see how big this dude is. It's just huge. Obviously, Sauron was way bigger than the average human, so that's why this quarter scale is so massive. Take a look over here at the ring. Now, the ring, as it came from the factory, was not super gold. It was pretty flat, so I repainted it, but it still needs some work. I repainted it gold and then added some gloss to it, but it's still not popping like I would like it to. So hopefully in the future I can do something about that. We'll come down through here and look at all of the ornate sculpt work all over the armor. And there is a lot of subtle tones throughout here as well. So there's really good weathering. It's got a nice metallic look to it. Coming down here through the back. But they did just a really solid job. So I'm trying to spin this around while I'm doing this. But this thing, again, I know I keep on repeating myself, but man, this thing is just big. If you end up getting this piece, I don't know if it's fully sold out yet, but if you end up getting it, plan on leaving room because you're gonna need it. As far as assembly, I didn't really have too much problems with it. I did have a problem with this, which most people do. You have to kind of insert this at an angle. Just follow the instructions that it comes with, and it should go in there, although it doesn't leave you with a solid bite. Like, there's not like a very positive engagement in there, so it's just kind of resting in there, which makes me a little bit nervous, but seems to hold okay. This is all real metal chainmail, so it's got a bit of weight to it. Coming out through here. Get down lower here for you. But he is just fantastic, and I really love the movies, and I love the character, and it's really cool to have this guy in the collection. I typically do horror stuff, but I made an allotment for Sauron just because he's so freaking badass. But look at all that detailing. And we look through here at the mace, which again is just huge. Again, like, here is my hand, so that gives you an idea how big this guy is. We'll come down here through here, and I'll show you a little bit of the base. Obviously it has stuff from battle. We have a bunch of elvish armor on here. We have a shield back here and a helmet, some skulls, a sword back here in the back. That is metal. We have a chest armor here, and then like another metal sword. At least it feels like it's metal. I'm not sure, but it definitely feels that way. And we have some skulls. But it really helps complete like a scene of battle. We got a bit of broken bone back here. And then down here we have the lava, which I added a little bit of gloss coat on here just to kind of like help the colors pop a bit. That's one thing that's kind of been criticized, as well as the lava effect. And yeah, it could use some work. It's not terrible though. And then we have the glow on the bottom of the rocks from the lava. And then here on the base we have this elvish writing, which I am ignorant to what it says. Maybe it's just the text from the rings. But again, like all of the work throughout here, all of the coloring, there's a lot of subtle work, paint work that was done on here. There's lots of different tones at play, even though from a distance it just kind of reads basic. Once you start to look at it in detail, you can start to see how much work they went into doing all this. Now the other thing is the cape, and it is a fabric cape and it's posable, but it is kind of a pain in the butt to get done upright. I spent some time on this thing trying to get it to have some flow and some natural movement to it. I'm just going to go ahead and turn this guy all the way around so you can kind of see. I've kind of got it whipped back like there's a wind. But again, like that cape is over 3 feet long. Give you some perspective on size, like how huge the freaking cape is. But that's probably what I spent the most time doing, is trying to get that all set and done and where it looks as natural as I can get it. It's all weathered and torn at the end, and it has wires throughout, but it is kind of a pain in the butt to get it swept back. Swing around here, trying to get you some larger shots of him. Let's look at the exclusive piece. All right guys, you're gonna have to forgive me because I'm not really set up in here to do reviews, but here is the exclusive piece with his finger that's been cut and the one ring. Now the cool thing about this ring is it's actual metal. Let's go ahead and spin this guy around. Get you like some real close shots of that. But it looks badass, and again, like, it is actual metal. And this finger separates right here. It has a little magnet feature, and you just slip the ring on in that way, and then it's just there. But yeah, that alone is badass. It makes for a great display. To me, that's why the exclusive is worth it. Again, you can see how big it is. I mean, that's my finger. All right, so that's about all there is to go over on this. again, I highly recommend it. It's a badass piece with just incredible presence. And I mean, there's not really much to add to it other than that. I do really like that they used real chainmail here. And it's got, see how it lays over the fingers? Like, it's just fucking badass. I am really glad that the Amazon series was as good as it was. I really enjoyed it. And it's nice to get like a backstory on Sauron. And I'm hoping that they continue on with that and keep that story going. That kind of follows the book loosely. But yeah, I like the Amazon series a lot. I'm all for just more of these stories being told because there's so much that he wrote that just hasn't really been covered yet. But as far as getting back to this piece, it's just incredibly badass and I definitely recommend it. So as always, feel free to leave any questions or comments and I'll be happy to answer them. And feel free to like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications for new videos. And until next time, I will see you guys later.